In this video, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT Projects step by step. If this is your first time checking out the Gen AI Skills Academy, I'm Larry McGuire. I'm a work and business psychologist. I train business people and educators across Ireland how to use AI in the workplace to improve efficiency, establish uh, greater productivity in their workflows, make life easier in work, get things done, be more creative. I've been teaching AI in the workplace since 2023. We were the first to create a program on AI skills here in Ireland, and I'm taking these skills online to help you create more productivity and creativity in your work. So, without further ado, let's jump into this ChatGPT projects step by step. First thing you want to do is click on New Project right here. You'll see this even if you're on the free version. However, you will run out of road fairly quickly on the free version of ChatGPT, and at 20 quid a month, it's not going to break the bank. So I think it's worth investing that couple of dollars or couple of euro in the paid account, the plus account. So in here, click on New Project. You can use any of the presets here, or you can create your own from scratch. Pick an icon. Let's just go with the little learner hat here, whatever you call it, and we'll make it yellow. And I'm going to call this AI Research Project. Now, in here, you can set memory to default or project only. When you set it to project only, that means that Gen AI ChatGPT will only look at the sequence of chats that you have inside this project. If you want to narrow Gen AI's ChatGPT's focus a little bit, select project only. I'd recommend it for projects. And that's that one. Once you're happy with the title, you can come in and edit this later on. Click Create Project. It will do its business. And you'll notice once this project is created, there are no chats inside. You can add files. There are various other settings that I'm going to show you now. But the first thing you want to do is click the three dots up here in the right-hand corner, and you're going to see Add Custom Instructions. In here, you're going to add your custom instructions for ChatGPT. Now, we don't have them yet, but I'm going to show you how to create them. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to paste them in. What I've also want to show you before we create those project-specific custom instructions, down here in your account under personalization, you will also see you've got some custom instructions that you can add, but you're limited here to only 1,500 characters. That's not enough. And besides, you're going to use ChatGPT for various functions: work, home, sales, marketing, project research, whatever it happens to be. So one set of instructions is not enough. That's why that's where the real power of projects is. So you can set your custom instructions in here if you like I've done. You can also tell it a little bit about yourself. But again, you've only got 1,500 characters. So in projects, you get the chance to create more detailed custom instructions. Okay. So what we do is, I'm going to paste in something I prepared earlier. I use what I refer to as the GCSE framework to prepare a prompt. It's the one I teach. There are many, many others, but it helps you just focus your attention a little bit on what specifics you want to get out of ChatGPT, how you want ChatGPT to focus, and indeed, whatever AI you happen to be using, Claude or otherwise. Maybe it's AI inside Notion, which we'll get to in later videos. But here I've taken the time, and I must admit, with a little bit of help from ChatGPT, to create my prompt for ChatGPT to create custom instructions for me. So I've simply said here, create me a set of custom instructions for my AI research project according to the following requirements. And the GCSE framework stands for goal, context, sources, and expectations. So we'll add sources here. Just complete that word. And so I've taken some time to give it starter content. And you can do that in a regular chat and ask ChatGPT, based on what's already know about you, to create a more refined prompt that you can in turn use to get ChatGPT to create custom instructions, and that's what we're doing here. So you might go in here and choose to edit this a little bit, but this should be quite specific in terms of the goal. You should tell it exactly what you need, and you could even shorten this. You could even say that this is too long, that some of this stuff should be reflected in the context. But I'm happy enough with it. I've simply asked it here in terms of the goal to create a complete set of custom instructions for my writing assistant project, my AI research and writing assistant project. That's more specific, isn't it? That defines how I want ChatGPT to respond to me in all future conversations, etc., etc. The context is I'm based in Ireland. I work across private practice, organizational consulting, psychometric assessment, leadership coaching, etc. And this is what I teach. And you can get into a lot of detail here. Tell ChatGPT who you are, what your work involves for this particular project. If you're doing some research for college, you're doing a master's, maybe a PhD or undergraduate, whatever it happens to be, HTIP, doesn't matter. If you're doing some research, use this framework as well. It'll help ChatGPT narrow in on what you want. So I've told it also I prefer a clear formal structure with headings, bullet points, etc. Avoid fluff, filler, over explanation, etc. Invented citations. You can repeat that a few times. Sources. Use only the sources, the files that I provide you inside this project, because I want ChatGPT to remain narrowly focused on the result. I don't want it going off to the internet and finding, bucket loads of rubbish. I want it to stay focused on the files that I give it. Expectations. Produce a clean, concise, custom instructions that address all important writing, tone, structure, etc. That's what I want. Prioritize clarity, precision, evidence-based content. Right, I'm happy with those. I can spend a bit longer structuring them, but let's just see what it produces here. All right, so here's the product of its efforts. Professional context, how you should respond, tone and voice, structure, etc. It goes down through various headings. This is great. All bullet pointed and subheadings in here help ChatGPT understand what I'm asking it. Very explicit and straightforward. Writing style, boundaries and constraints. You know what? I might choose to refine this a little bit more, but I think I will accept this set of instructions. So you can copy it here, like so. Go into your custom instructions. Let's go back to my project. You have to go back to the main project to do this. 3 dots, add instructions, paste them in. Happy days. That's me. Save. And my custom instructions are set. Okay. The next step I would take in this process is to add files. So click on files here. Opens this dialog window and you can drop in whatever files are necessary for your project. So let's have a look. I've got some, I've got a load of files here. Got a load of files on prompting and so forth. So let's just grab these. I don't know, there's about 5 or 6. You can add what you like. This is where your work really counts as a matter of interest. The files that you give ChatGPT will determine the quality of its output. So spend the time finding research papers, finding articles that from people you trust, from websites that you trust, and build those and then give them to ChatGPT. I should drag them in there, shouldn't I? In you go. Drag and drop. Files are loading up. So these particular files are about AI content and prompting. I'm not limited to these. You can add, any number of files. ChatGPT will be limited and will begin to lag the more stuff you add. So try and narrow your focus a little bit and do that work, your own focus, do the work up front and find the files that are relevant to you in your literature review, if that's what it happens to be, or your product research, or whatever it happens to be. So once these are loaded, you'll see they're loaded from the icon here. You can just click on it anywhere on the screen. 6 files are in here. The next port of call for you is to click the plus button. You may ask for deep research in relation to this project. That means that ChatGPT will take a little bit longer and be more deliberate about its responses. You can see that this is limited and you might burn through these credits in a short period of time. But I would suggest that you experiment between deep research on and off. Also try study and learn and compare the results that you get. When you click on more here, you can bring in web search or indeed Canvas. I've showed you in a previous video what it looks like when you use Canvas inside a project. So you can go that road if you wish. Web search, I'd leave it off. Well, for the work that I do, I leave it off initially. Wait for its first response and then I might switch it back on and ask for it to go searching for additional sources to reinforce the findings that it's provided. Study and learn. So let's just select deep research for this purpose. So my AI research project, maybe this particular chat is around prompting. So maybe I want to ask, what does the current research say about prompting? Pardon my spelling. I suffer terribly with fat finger. Best practice. Now this is a very simple prompt here, and you might want to think a little bit longer about your prompt. In fact, you would use the GCSE framework here if you wanted to be quite specific with ChatGPT. So let's hit enter and observe what ChatGPT produces. It will search these project files. It's asking me for some stuff. This is great. Okay. So what's your primary application or context? Right. Good stuff. Am I looking for a summary of general best practices? So it's thinking a little bit harder about how it's going to respond. I would encourage you to take time to consider these questions. In fact, with your original prompt, you might say, I've provided you with custom instructions for this project. Here's what I want to know next. What information do you need to help provide a more accurate or more concise answer around this topic, whatever it happens to be. So take the time to answer these questions and ChatGPT will give you a response and go from there and continue to iterate with the AI to get the results that you want. And you can share this indeed with others. Opens a dialog window here. Whenever it chooses to do that, just close that for a sec. As with regular chats inside ChatGPT, you can select web search, have it switched on. You can connect GitHub, Gmail, Google Calendar, other applications that you can switch on here. Might help you to achieve what it is you want to achieve in your work. We'll go through those in later videos. Up here, if you click the three dots, you can move this chat to another project. You can remove it altogether, archive it, or indeed delete it. And that really covers projects and how they work. You can also export it, share it with others, publish it online, copy a link, share it around the place, put it on social media. That's in Swift terms how projects work. And if you're not already using projects, do consider it because it'll help you stay a little bit better organized and structured. All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.